Hello there video watchers, my name is Halfinger, and welcome to the 7th weekly sneak. Last week we promised some divine stories to tell about the game in a day gone gargantuan, Space-Stroids, and we certainly weren't exaggerating. Allow me to hand things over to Vin, a universal asset here at Jump Button Studio, and Ace, a man you should all know slightly better than a person who you don't know, for a more formal retelling of the events leading up to the creation and the creation itself of Space-Stroids as you'll soon come to know it.
Hi guys, I'm Vin, and I'm a bit of everything here at Jump Button. This includes, but not limited to, creating concept art, in-game assets, writing and designing games, as well as speaking in a funny English accent. In fact, it could be said that the only thing that I don't do here is write code. Just numbers and stuff just confuse me, and I find the prospect of Ace and his math brain pretty horrifying all on its own. So on the 9th of June, I logged into our team communication platform, Slack, which I recommend to any of you individuals out there looking to properly organize communications between yourself and your team. But anyway, upon logging in, Nick, the overlord here at Jump Button, pulls Ace and I into a mysterious private chat room titled Indie Game Mag. So I asked him, hey guys, what's up? And he tells me and Ace that we have about 3 days to create and finish a game up to the point where it's ready to be presented and reviewed by a gaming journalist. I thought this was a bit of an out-of-the-box kind of challenge, and I told him politely as I could that there's no f***ing way that we can make a game in 3 days. Pardon the lack of restraint, but it's wholly necessary to capture the moment. Of course, Nick, who was our appointed optimist at the time, tried and failed to convince me that we could totally get this done. Then Ace chimed in with, you know, it's doable. We have that game me and Zero did during the game last week, and we could polish that and add a few more levels, a boss or two. It shouldn't be too hard. And thus, Space-Stroids was born. Let's make a game in 3 days, they said. I'll pass this along to Ace.
Apparently, my brain isn't the best place to be, but I'm JBS Grammar Ace. I'll blab a bit about the jam and the original goals and thoughts on the nameless game that became Space-Stroids. Initially, my goals were small for the game. I thought if we could throw in a few extra levels and a boss fight, we would have a suitable alpha build to be reviewed. But the team and I wanted more. After all our ideas were written down, nearly every one of them had to be done. They were just too good to pass up. The current build of the game had 3 enemies, all with the same AI and only 2 bullet patterns. This was fine for the 14-hour jam. It was playable and pretty fun, but it lacked that certain feeling a polished game would have. We had to focus on things that would make the game stand out, therefore we ended up adding new gameplay mechanics, upgrades, and a few more simple enemy AIs, with one more major boss AI, as well as some awesome new visuals. We were even able to leave a little extra surprise at the end.
So what's next? Well, the next thing that we've got planned is pulling ourselves back together after those 3 grueling days of moderate mental purgatory, so we can actually get back to focusing on the game and making it playable and fun. The next Space-Stroids release will come with a bunch more gameplay too, plus some tweaks to the mechanics and the interface that will increase the replayability of the game. We're also looking at adding not 1 but 2 new levels to the game, bringing with them new enemies, new environments, and a couple more epic boss fights for you all to rage quit over. It should be great. The game is looking at an end of July release date, but we hope to get it to you guys for the first week of July. That's if Ace doesn't snap under the pressure of all these new features going in. But either way, within the next month, the game will be playable for everyone, we promise. Which actually means me and Ace can get back to working on some other top secret projects, which you should all be seeing in the very near future, so watch out for those. We're looking forward to the release, and we can't wait to see what you guys actually think. It's been a blast to create the game, even under such crazy deadlines, and we really hope that the game is just as much fun to play as it was to actually make it.
We can't forget to give our thanks to Jennifer and Jessica for their help in the game's concept art and illustrations, as well as our composer Clark for the game's awesome background music. Look forward to more Space-Stroids and other JBS projects in the future.
Thank you Vin, Ace, and everyone else involved. This game has been quite the unexpected journey, and we're all better off for it. Let's hope that Ace keeps his cool and his composure through the final throes of development for Space-Stroids. Now for some change in plans. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but we've decided that in the best interest of the show and the hooligans it's about, the weekly sneak will be moved back to once at the beginning of every month. It's not you guys, it's us. Doing the sneak too often is starting to result in bland videos with no substance, and even our best video so far is way far from winning any awards for being too interesting. Rest assured, we'll give you guys occasional minutia-based updates via the JBS website and Twitter accounts. Plus, we'll be releasing the occasional unannounced video now and then, but we won't be continuing the weekly sneak in a weekly fashion, which leaves us with a conundrum. What do we call the weekly sneak that only happens once a month? We're kind of up in arms about what to call it, and we'd love to hear what you guys think it should be called. So far, we've got the quad weekly sneak, but yeah, we don't think it rolls off the tongue very smoothly. We'll be on the lookout for your suggestions, and in turn, you guys should be on the lookout for a secret game trailer we're going to be releasing in the next week or two. Think Barbarian Dodgeball. That wraps it up for the month of June. Thank you all for watching the Not So Weekly Anymore sneak, and we'll see you next time.